Good evening. Welcome to the Florissant City Council action. My name is Jeff Caputa from Ward 4, the City of Florissant. This will be for Monday, September 26th, which is today, and we had a good meeting this evening. It was quite interesting on a couple of them, but the main ones, the public hearings we had for a new cooking area from the Kingston 10, which is located at 5157, 5159 North Highway 67, which is Lindbergh. Planning and zoning recommended approval, but we had a few questions on the actual cooking equipment itself and other things that have happened in that restaurant at the previous weeks. We had some questions on that. They had on the marketing that he was said that he had that was charging a cover charge, and which is against the ordinance of the thing. So he said that the marketing team that he has in place doing his marketing for made a mistake, and he didn't proofread it, what he claims, and so he took care of that. So right now, as he said, it would only be a barbecue, only a barbecue pit, which we'll have to see. I know there's other things that he probably has in mind in the near future, so hopefully he can get that squared away, and he can continue on with it and get his outdoor cooking area. And there was questions on the screening itself, if it's a cyclone fence or a privacy fence, which is made out of vinyl. So, I mean, there is ways a cyclone fence, you can make it into a privacy fence with an actual cyclone fence. And also the next one, public hearing, was public hearing to fix and establish a tax rate of the property taxes approved by the voters at the special bond election on August 2nd, 2022, that would be Prop A. We had the public hearing that the finance department gave was for the way the bonds are set up, and he explained the monies of how much money, private or homeowners and public property, private property. So it's going to be a good thing. Once we get this all taken care of with these tax selling the bonds, which are going to come in the near future, and we can get the pool and the aquatic center, get on that and get busy and getting that constructed. We have several other things we have to do first through the pool. The pool committee, which I chair, which is also Jackie Pagano, Ward 7, Andrew Harris of Ward 1, and also Patrick Mulcahy from Ward 6. We're getting ready to meet, and then we can go on the next phase of getting the aquatic center, getting the bids out and getting it built. I'm looking forward to this. I think everybody in the city's looking forward to this. I am glad we've seen this, that was passed in August. The city needs it, and it's going to be a beautiful, beautiful water park and a brand new facility at Bangor for the swim teams and the diving teams and everything. So it's going to be a nice facility. Then after that, we went to old business, which was bills for a second reading. And the first one was Bill 9793, which was an application for a shade restaurant for a transfer use. That passed tonight. We have had several. This has been going on for several meetings. And we have had several different propositions come before us on that with her cooking. Now decide to go with an outside cooking. We had to amend the bill for that also. And another thing was the window tinning, and the window tinning that is in question is the ones where there was booths built from the prior business owner, and where she can't get to the window tinning. As of right now, they're saying it comes up about 4.5 feet from the ground, from the finished floor to up above the glass. Now, she claims that if she takes out the booths, there would be also tinning there with, if you took the tinning off, the booths would be covering up anyway. So you would see the back of the booths instead of the tinning. The bill did pass. We went ahead and passed this. So we'll just have to wait for the future and think, because it would cost her a lot of money, she claims, if she wanted to pull that them booths out and fix that window tinting. So we'll see in the future of that. I'm glad this is taken care of right now, that she's in there now, and then hopefully she can get her business going and open that restaurant. And I know there's a lot of people looking forward to it. So the second one was Bill 9815. This is a authorized special use permit for Princeton Dew doing business as 2.0 restaurant to allow for a sit-down carry restaurant located at 462 North Highway 67. This is also the old Cannoli's restaurant. He's working on that right now from the flood. I talked to him and he said he was in there. They are in there getting that place cleaned up for him, and now he's a go to get his restaurant going and have that restaurant open up in the near future. Also, for the second reading was Bill 9816. That was authorized a special use permit to NGA International doing business as African Naturals, allows for a carry-out restaurant located at 2715 North Highway 67. This is also, I think, for natural smoothies. She uses all natural and organic ingredients, so this should be a nice addition to that business with the African Nationals. And next is new business. We have board appointees, which we did have none. There were none. Okay, the next item on the agenda was resolutions. Resolutions 1044, which was a support of the Land and Water Conservation Grant for relocation of a new restroom at the Duchesne Park and the expansion of the dog park with amenities. So that was that's going to come from a grant from the Conservation Department, from the Land and Water. That should be good so we can get some facilities there. It'd be nice to have a brand new bathroom, relocate the bathrooms, and upgrade the dog park. It's a nice facility that we have out there for the dogs. Somewhere nice to bring a dog. Dog can run around, do its business, and have fun and play with other dogs. So that would be nice when we get that going. Next one was a resolution of the City of Florissant adopting the 2020-2025 St. Louis Regional Hazard and Mitigation Plan. That is a combination of cities and municipalities through St. Louis region for mitigation for something that is like, say we have a natural disaster and has the long-term risk of people and property for the city with the impact of future hazardous and disasters. This is a formality we do every so many years. So, and it's approved through FEMA, and it's a good thing, and it's great to have the St. Louis region in this. Next one was the resolution authorizing the offering for sale of the general obligations bond to the City of Florissant. And also this is consisting with the Prop A that we passed on the August 2nd for the thing. It's just a resolution that gives the permission for the sale of bonds for the city. Next thing on the agenda, and all these resolutions did pass with full support. And also next on the agenda is requests. We had a request for a full package liquor license for Big Daddy's Liquor and Convenience located at 2726 North Lindbergh Highway 67, which is North Lindbergh. That did go down. That did not pass. That was a 6-5 vote. That would be, this building used to be a farmer's discount cigarette store. That's what they had, where they sold cigarette and tobacco. They did not have any kind of liquor there. So this is a brand new liquor store that the man came up with. And me Personally, I am one vote. We have enough liquor stores in the city, and it's a brand new business. It wasn't a transfer use or nothing over, so it was not an established business. So I feel, and the majority of the council feel, that we should not let this liquor store come into the city, and it went down on a 6-3 vote. 6 yay and 3 no. Or 6 no, I'm sorry, and 3 yay. But then on the other request for a full liquor license, that was a unanimous vote of 9 yes. That was the little shack located in Ward 4 on Patterson Road. It's been there for almost 20 years, if not longer. This is just a simple transfer use. It's a well-established business. And right now, the man that owns the liquor store right now, he's getting out of the business, and the one that owns the gas station is going to take over the shack as far as the packaged liquor store, which that's why I voted for this, because it has been established business. It's been there for a long time. If this business would have closed and they decided to open it up somewhere else in the ward or other than where it is now, I would have probably voted no on this also. But since it's an established business, he's been there for a while, I voted yes, and the rest of the council agreed with me. So on the next thing on new business would be bills for a first reading. Bill number 9820, which passed and became ordinance 8827. We did that in 3 votes, and that was an ordinance fixing and establishing the rate of taxation to be levied upon real estate and tangible personal property in the city of Florissant, County of St. Louis, Missouri. The year 2022, for the payment of interest and principal in the general obligation bonds authorized by the voters on the special bond election on August 2nd, 2022. This also authorizes and it gives the city to fix the tax rate and establish the taxation of the city. And on the next bill, which was Bill 9821, that's the bill that authorized the directing and issuance of the sale and delivery of the special general obligation bonds, which we passed August 2nd in the 2022 election. This is all due. These 2 bills have direct impact from Prop A. And this is what, once we get them bills, so our next meeting, the second and third reading will be on Bill number 9821, and we will get that through, and then we're in the process of going forward with the pools. And also on another third reading that we did 3 readings on a bill, was Bill 9822, and that was a transfer of $20,000 from the budget account from the street contracts to the material supply for additional concrete slab replacements. And this happens a lot with concrete. You know, you go over it one time when they do their grading on their streets, they may overlook one, or if one became cracked up within, sometimes it just all depends on some kind of traffic that they're doing. I don't have specifics on which slabs that they're actually replacing, but a lot of times these slabs, they deteriorate within a quick time, and some they go over years. Some it just all depends on the traffic, and that's why we did some additional. We had to transfer some money to do additional supplies for some more concrete slab replacement. So the next thing on the agenda, that also went in 3 readings. The next thing was council announcements, where council announcements are each councilman chooses to give announcements. Couple of them were Saturday, October 1st, we're having a washer tournament at the Shrine, put on by Old Town Partner and the Knights of Columbus. It's going from 2 to 4, and it's $20 a person for the washer tournament. And this is going to benefit the Shrine from when it was flooded, from the past flood that we had, and it takes a lot of money for them to redo that Shrine. So every little bit helps. So if you're wanting to play some washers, next Saturday, the 1st, go out and go out and get $20 a person, and you get a team together, and you can have a good time playing washers. October 7th is the food trucks held over at the Knights of Columbus. I believe this will be our last food truck of the year. It's always the weekend before the Fall Festival, which is coming up also. I will announce that also. And so food trucks, come on out next Friday night, next Friday, October 7th. And we'll get the food trucks going on, get out there, get some good food, and have a band playing. And hopefully we'll have some good weather and some beautiful weather that we've been having the past few days, and hopefully continue on. This Wednesday, September 28th, is our last of our Wednesday night out, and it would be held at Hendel's. So it's a good night that night. They have a nice band up there by Hendel's. Come by Hendel's, get some good food and good drinks, and everybody have a good time. And my announcements that I do, I know I do these announcements every council meeting. If you own a firearm, seriously, folks, make sure you keep them firearms secure in your and not in your vehicle. Keep them secured in your home. Do not leave them in your vehicle unsecured. There's people that go around and that's all they look for is just unsecured firearms in your vehicles, and it's serious because they end up in the hands of criminals, and 90% of the times are used in crime. So keep that firearm secured. I know it's our right through the Second Amendment, but with them rights, there's a responsibility that you have to take while you own a firearm. And if you can't be responsible as a firearm owner, you should not even own one. So, and if you do own one, make sure you're secure with that and you're proficient. Learn how to use that firearm, because someday you're going to need it. And if you don't know how to use it, then you have to train with it, get some training with it, know everything you have to know about that firearm, and make sure you keep that firearm secure. Like I said, if you're not a responsible firearm owner, you should not own one. On our next council action will be, our next council meeting would be, and it would be Ward 5, Mr. Shuldroff. So at that time, I would like to thank everybody, and October 9th, we have our Fall Festival, which is a very good festival that we have. It's one of the best festivals we have in the city, and I hope everybody can come out and enjoy themselves that Sunday. Enjoy yourselves, and everybody have a good couple weeks. Be safe out there. Make sure if you own a firearm, keep it secured. Thank you very much, and have a good evening.